Good morning. Good morning. There's the bear, guys. There's the bear. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, my goodness. Good morning, everybody. I wanted to share my bear with you. I saw Bambi wrote about it. I told you he sits right here with me. I love it. I love it. Savage. Hi, baby. I hope Daddy had a happy birthday. Okay, good morning. Oh, hi, Rochelle. Good morning. I hope you become not a member, a subscriber to the channel. Hi, don't say much. Hi, Bambi. Let me see who else we have in here. Tina. Good morning. Oh my God. It's been an evening. It's been an evening. I went into KK's live last night. Of course, you know me. I fall asleep, so I went back and I finished it this morning. I rewound. It was showing that it was only one watching, and that was me because I fell asleep. So I went back in and I finished it this morning. Good morning, Angela, the co-defendant. Good morning, KK. Oh, girl, my booty is feeling better. Still hurt, but better. I have a follow-up today. So I will be going in today. Oh my God. Okay, Tina. Good morning, Pat Alexander. I'm sniffing. Hi, Polly Donuts. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, excuse me. Good morning, Scotland. Don't say much. Christoph fan, always good morning. Did everybody hear the news about P. Diddy's sons? Oh, hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay, I had to roll to get my other chair. All right. Did everybody hear the news about P. Diddy's sons? They got upset because they didn't like what Ray J was writing about their dad. They tried to jump him in a parking lot. He was out with Hazel E., Amber Rose, and the sons were chest bumping. They thought that Ray J had a pew pew in his backpack because he kept trying to go get his backpack, and a cart pulls up and out pops Chris Brown, grabs the boys. Chris Brown came to save the day. Chris Brown, the abuser. The Aris, the alleged Aris, because he hasn't been convicted, okay? He jumps out and comes and saves the damn day. And that's some shit. I'm like, wait, Chris Brown? So I'm just like, wait a minute here. So it was Quincy, Christian, and Justin. They tried coming at Ray J. So let's listen to this.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. Now, I know you were at Tara's, Halloween party over the weekend.
Unruly?
Yeah, Unruly. How was it?
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
And this is Ray J's manager.
Party of the year. Now, there's a lot, of information coming out about that party. Diddy's sons, getting into an altercation with Ray J.
Nobody's going to press Ray J.
Okay.
It's not going to happen. I mean, anyone can come and try to press Ray, but it's not going to happen. So that was an unfortunate incident. And, it was a great party that got ruined by little kids trying to fight a big boy.
Okay.
And sometimes you just can't have that happen.
So I know that you, broke up the fight with Diddy's kids.
Yep, the manager and Chris Brown.
Can you tell me about that?
I mean, it just was unnecessary. Like, everybody's all family, one way or another, no matter what people are dealing with in the world. Even though the Combs family's dealing with what they're dealing with, Ray deals with his life, Chris deals with his life. There's no reason for everybody to be fighting. And I mean, listen, Ray is just not a guy that you're going to go impress like that. And especially if you're at like one of our events.
Wait a minute.
So
now, Ray said they were in California and they showed him disrespect. So Hazel E, and I don't know if you guys know who Hazel E is, but Hazel E was on the Mansion shit. I forgot that stupid show where they go for counseling and all this other shit. The same show that Aaron Carter went on, and and she was dating the guy, the pretty boy who didn't have a job that was living off of her. Yeah, Hazel E. Yeah.
Luckily, it didn't escalate any further, and everything is all good.
Okay, so really quickly before you go, I do want to ask you, what was being said, from both sides? What were Diddy's kids saying to Ray J? What was the argument?
I mean, Diddy's kids were upset that Ray was, doing what Ray does. Ray is a television personality. He's made 2,000 hours of television. Every week he's in interviews. Every week he's talking about stuff. He's going to say whatever he's going to say. You're going to live with it. You're going to like it. It don't matter. But nobody's going to press Ray J, period.
So the problem is that Ray J was saying how he felt about what was going on with P. Diddy. See, nobody else is saying anything. Ray J says that he probably did it. So, hold on a second. Let me just eviction. Hold on. So, I was trying to get Hazel E up. I don't want to show TMZ, but I'm gonna drop the link because TMZ is kind of funny. Sometimes they hit you, sometimes they don't. So I'm gonna drop this link so you guys can go and watch it for yourselves. The Hazel E interview when she's explaining how she and Amber Rose, they were walking out. They all went to Tara's. I think she is an influencer, had a big Halloween party. I'm surprised at Quincy. I really am surprised at Quincy. And KK, since you're in the chat, okay, I'm kind of, look, I know you were doing the best you could last night, but I'm kind of confused on who was actually pressing you to get information or asking you information about Clint. I'm confused because you were talking about 2 different chat groups and 3 different chat groups. I know you were naming the names who were in these chat groups. My question is, which one of these people actually was involved with all this pizza sending shit and all the stuff that was going on? Because I'm quite surprised when I heard the people's names that were in this chat and the stuff that was going on. I see that when I went back, I saw you put a comment up for Jen, from Jen. Jen was in the chat. I'm not sure. So I dropped the link. If you want to come up for a few minutes and give me a synopsis on what happened, because I heard Christine, Eileen, Nikki. I still don't know who the hell Nikki is. I have no idea. Yes, KJ was live. Yes, it's up. Well, I just finished it. They had Savage. They had a chat. Hey, Maria, my dad. They had a chat where it was called No Booger. or Booger, whatever, and that chat was about Margene. And I'm surprised because I thought Margene and Eileen were really good friends. Um, there was one where I guess they made a chat about KK, and I guess the name of the chat was No Cunt KK. I guess that was, girl, it was a lot, Savage. It was a lot. It was a lot. So I have yes, Savage. Yes. Hi, Gamecock. Yes, it was a lot. See, I fell asleep too, Maria. I mean, but Maria, I mean, it's like I'm just blown away. And I have two stories about Fear Thy Neighbor. And I'm serious. When people say friends, they use that term loosely. But my understanding is that Margene and Eileen were really close. And oh my God. Oh my God. The B was even in the chat. I saw people saying hi to the B. I was like, wait a minute, what? The B is in the chat? See, Rochelle, yeah, see, Maria, I did the same thing. I started working in it. I said, oh, let me go back. So I rewind, the chat's not there. So I'm listening and I'm like, oh my God. Good morning, Flower Power. This was going on last year. It wasn't back then. Last year. I know Margene is probably hurt. Yes, yeah, the B that's determined the docs KK. I don't know why, because everybody knows who KK is. Everybody knows who KK is. That was out last year. Even then, people were saying that I didn't know her as and so when I asked her if that was her, and she said yes. See, one thing I do, I'm gonna go ask people. This is crazy. And to hear that Margene's calls were being recorded. Yes, Margene was in the chat. Hi, Flower Power. Margene was in the chat. And she's the one who told me the chat about Booger was her. Hold on a second. She's here. Hey, KK.
Good morning. How are you?
I am good. Now, okay, KK. Who?
No, okay. I like some of y'all did. All right. Y'all went to sleep halfway through. All right. I had to push through and provide this information. And right as I was ending it, my little one woke up. So yeah. What can I clear up?
Okay. So you had 3 people in the chat. Okay, here's the part I want to know. You had the 3 people in the chat that didn't like Margene. Okay. That was Eileen.
Okay. Well, yeah. No booger wipers. Okay. No booger wipers. And that is the original group chat that I got into. That was me, Jennifer Jean, and then the 3 devils, Christine, Eileen, and Nikki. Okay? That was 5 of us.
Oh.
Jennifer Jean, yes. Jennifer Jean also came in the chat last night. Jennifer Jean, you didn't hear me say much about her because I did. I mentioned her 2 or 3 times, but She didn't even partake in conversation about anything, let
Okay, I
alone.
appreciate it for
So,
Jean.
she's
Okay.
amazing. She's
Okay.
one of my favorite people that I've met online in all the years I've been on. Uh, because and now I don't know how long that chat was going on for, because I did know that they were close, and then somehow they allowed me in their chat, that had been going for quite some time, and we were all going through like hardships and stuff. So me, I am. Well, I don't think I'm dumb. I definitely think I can be naive and I can be gullible at times, because when I went back and looked at the little bit that I still have proof of, because as I said, they made sure they terminated my channel, got it terminated for violation of, I don't even remember what. That it wouldn't even let me appeal my IG. I don't even know how that transpired. But when I went back to look at messages that I have on my current IG, also when Nikki's boyfriend was insisting on doing the video with the mask, for a short period of time, there was a group chat with him. But
Okay.
I
So
was
I
still
kind of
with my dog.
remember. I kind of remember that, but I didn't remember when you played it. So when I went back and I said, I remember Jules talking, well, the B talking about
Mm-hmm.
this, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
you want me to send you the link for that video so you can share it?
Um, Now that's what
The
kicked
short?
everything off with Clint, right?
No, wait, what?
Is
No,
that the video that kicked everything off with?
no, no. The channel was only made specifically to drop the videos of Clint and Jen.
Okay.
But and it's, I guess it's hard for me to explain, because I'm explaining what I see their thought process as, right? So I'm only going off of, what I think. But they wanted to be a quote unquote team, in the sense that, hey, what's going on today with Clint? What is he doing? Oh, has he talked to Jen? Is she harassing him? It was very, very single white girl crazy, okay, or whatever that movie is called, okay.
Okay. So I remember
Mm-hmm,
Christine because
mm-hmm,
she and Jen were close, and then
very close.
it was Christine's mom that died after Jen's mom, right? Or after Jen's death.
Correct. Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay.
They both lost parents weeks apart. Mm-hmm,
Okay. And then Jen didn't really console her best friend, but Christine
mm-hmm,
was the one that was sending her money a lot. Is that the
mm-hmm,
Christine? Okay. Now,
mm-hmm. Yeah, she sent her money. I don't know how much, so I don't
okay,
know.
that
I
is
can't answer that.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Christine that helped her with, I don't know if it was her mother or father's funeral. I couldn't remember, but sent her
It
money.
was her mother, I believe. I
Okay.
believe it was her mother.
Okay. So
Um,
I remember
uh,
Christine. My issue
if you do, you remember the first YouTube channel that Jen got? Remember, isn't that where the plant lady came from? The lady from
yes,
Australia?
yes, yes.
Okay, so it was basically, if I'm not mistaken, all four of those ladies were Jen's mods on her original YouTube, and if not all four, then the three evil ones, minus JJ, minus Jennifer Jean.
Okay. So what was the issue they had with Margene? Because that shit didn't make any sense to me.
Okay, yeah, it's not going to. Okay, it's not going to, no matter what, how much I break it down or tell you, but I will try, because as I one of the best things about me actually finally doing the live is, like, when I'm saying it out loud and then reading comments, things are making sense that didn't make sense before, because I'm saying it out loud. And the more, because I realized there was a good bit that I mentioned things about Margene. What transpired with Margene is Nikki. Margene was in Nikki's way. And obviously, it's
In a
a
way.
pattern, because, yes, in the way of her money, Okay, she wanted Eileen all to herself. It's very, very weird. Like, what? What do you even mean? She despised everything about Margine. Nikki did. It was extremely weird, okay? Because there was never a reason. And now I don't know who, because it wasn't one of them in the group that told me after the fact, after I was done with all of them, that Nikki has been working uh, for years on separating Margie and Eileen. Yes, they were close. Okay. Yes, they were.
But what
Mhm.
does okay? She wanted Eileen to herself because she wanted Eileen's money. Margine
It's
doesn't
not
want.
even just money that she. I know
Okay,
what you're gonna say. Before you finish it, Margine doesn't need her money. I know, right?
yeah,
That's what you're about to say.
yeah.
Because it's not just the money. She needed Eileen. Eileen was her crutch, and maybe still is. Okay, Eileen was her crutch. Anything that's going on in her life, she just she was very codependent on Eileen. Very. And Eileen has a nurturing sense to her, and it makes it. I would maybe even say like easy to want to go to her, right? So Nicole is very possessive because she doesn't have anything.
Okay, so let me ask you this question.
Mhm,
Um, out of these three women, did any
mhm,
of these women, Nikki, Eileen, or Christine, send
mhm.
pizzas?
No, except for possibly Nikki, because the pizzas were in the group chat that I said we'll call that the Penelope chat because I think she created that one when her and Christine had a fallout. Okay, that's how there was two separate ones. Eileen and Nikki and me, the three of us, were in both of those group chats.
Oh my God, this shit is just.
You know what? And listen, now that to be transparent about my like schedule and stuff,
Ooh,
because my toddler is, I have a 4-year-old now. I just don't have. When I got the opportunity to go live yesterday, I wanted to go live and get it done. Now, um, when I have time today, I don't think it's a bad idea. Like I had originally thought, I'm gonna do just like not even a PowerPoint, but just break it down even on a Word document because I feel like if it was visual, it'll be easier for me to let anybody know anything else they need to know because yeah, I definitely even held back last night because it was like over 4 hours I was live, and that was a 4 hour. That was a banger. I mean, it was just nonstop me letting people know things that
yeah,
were
I was
transpiring behind
confused.
the scenes.
I was confused because because you were jumping from this chat to that chat, so it could
Mm-hmm.
be a good idea if you did put it on a Word document or a power thing. But I know Margine was upset because she told me in the chat, and she goes, Heidi, I'm booger. I'm like, what? I am so sorry, but I can't imagine.
Yeah, that's what and I don't know. I don't that I said that last night. Like I don't know Margine other than in chats, and I've never had a problem with her. And she said like we never there's never any issues with us. I had told her like it's horrible, and where I'm at fault is that I got my karma for not telling them how fucked up they were when I should have. Okay? Even though it didn't involve me, I don't know why I wasn't smarter until I was doxxed. Okay? And then I say that because almost everything that they did to Margine, they then turned around and did to me. They also did it to Jules, but that was a group thing, basically. Everybody was done with Jules. Um, but recording our personal phone calls, that was Margine. Also,
So
Jen got
who
her calls
recorded?
recorded too, but
Okay, who recorded Margine?
it was Eileen recorded Margine. Jen,
she
and
played
me.
it
It
back
was
in the
all
group chat.
Eileen,
So
and she
Eileen
played it back
recorded
to
her
what?
calls with okay.
Uh-huh.
Eileen recorded her calls with Margine, and she played it back in the group chat. Is that it?
No, I've heard like maybe a few seconds at one point. So to be honest, I don't even know the purpose of the recordings. If I knew, I forgot because there is no purpose.
Okay.
Um,
Did you warn Margine about this before you went live that you were going to be bringing this out?
no, I
Because
didn't warn anybody.
I heard you say, somebody go get Margine. If anybody knows Margine, go get Margine.
Mm-hmm,
So she didn't know about this until you said it last night on a live.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, babe.
Also, Susie speaks.
Okay, so what does Sassy Susie? That's another question I
Oh,
have for you.
Sassy Susie. There you go.
What does Sassy Susie have to do with any of this?
Okay, she it's a minimal part that she plays in this. There was, I want to say, and I heard Joel say, "Oh, it was my mod chat that this spawned from." She might be right because when I first came back on IG after losing my mom, somehow I ended up in a group chat that had everybody. Okay, it had Susie, Christine, Eileen, Nikki, JJ, Brando, Sally
Who's
Mae.
Brando? Wait a minute. Who's Brando?
Brando and Sally Mae, they're quiet chatterers. They're just
Now Sally
but
Mae.
they've been around a long time. They've both been around a long time though. Mhm.
Okay, so I think there's two Sally Mays, right? Or is there one? So
I think like another one came in. I don't think it's the same one, but I
okay,
can't
so
say for sure.
Sally
Yeah.
Mae and Brando.
But hold on, because look, see, this is why you see, because look, it's so much that's happening. I already, we already sidetracked off what happened with Susie. So let me finish
Okay,
telling you
go
about
ahead.
Susie.
Tell me what happened.
hmm So, something, Susie did something or, that either she said something that like caused a divide, or somebody else said something, and Susie had something. There was an argument about something that was said in the chat. I have no idea what it was. I don't remember. That's how that chat got split. And I don't know if the one chat ended or what. I don't know. But I know from there, that's when it went to the two chats. I got invited to No Booger Wipers, which is the chat that the ladies were in long before me. And then because Penelope and Christine could not get along, acting like petty teenage girls, okay, they needed separate group chats.
How
And
many
in
group
the
chats were there altogether?
there's tons. I mean, I have no idea. Okay,
Okay.
because you know what? When I really went to think about it and stuff, like not all of those ladies that I named, because there are several that are wonderful, right? But definitely the top three, they eat, breathe, and like live for anything YouTube drama related or IG. Okay.
Okay, so
Uh,
here's the point.
mm,
Yeah, hold on. So this just is not IG. This spilled into YouTube. Okay. So
mm-hmm,
you have all of these grown ass women that are
mm-hmm.
doing all of these things. What was the purpose of it?
Well, no, because well, what do you mean by all these things?
I mean, like the pizzas, that was the group that you were in with Penelope,
That was the group with
Eileen,
Penelope, mm-hmm.
Eileen,
Penelope,
Christine.
Eileen, Brando. Okay, so in Penelope's group was Penelope, Eileen, um,
No,
Nikki,
feel the love. That's another
Nikki, Brando, and Sally Mae. Okay. Um, and I really went in there because I
all you guys had
always,
issues with Jules. is what I understood. All you
Do
guys,
what?
all you guys that had
Yeah.
out with Jules.
Well, I mean, who? Yeah, but then in hindsight, like, who hasn't had a fight with Jules, right? Who? I mean, that's just, you know, if everybody got together that didn't like Jules, that would be a fucking huge group of people. But yes, um, most of us were just upset because we cared about her. At least for myself, right? I cared about Jules at that point, and she didn't give a fuck uh, about any of us. Okay, like no matter what it was we said to her, she was too busy, and that was right when she
That's
was
never changed.
starting her channel. And
Okay.
here's the thing: I don't know what it is. We are grown, but when people, get a YouTube channel going and it's flowing, it tends to change them. It's very odd to watch. Okay, but that was happening as I was going into the no booger wipers. Okay, she she was on YouTube and was she was recapping Jen every day. I didn't realize that when I dropped the videos, I wasn't thinking like, wait, that means that I'm gonna take away her recapping Jen. I didn't think that. I thought, holy fuck, there already a whole round of videos went out from Amzi, and now here's another round I'm getting. I'm gonna show it. Um, and listen, DV is no joke. It doesn't matter who to, but I feel like I even got played there. It's my fault. I did what I did. I take full responsibility, but he had did it a year before with Nancy. I should have told him if it's that bad, you need to go to the police station and show them. Okay, showing them. I'm not sure what it did on the internet. Okay.
Yep, that's exactly what I've been saying. If she
Yeah.
was doing all of
Well,
that,
what was the point? What was the
and
point?
yep, if you're not going to do anything about it, he's
Well,
not going to do that. And I said that when the shit came out, when Angie dropped the stuff. If he's not
mhm.
willing to do it, why should other people care? So
Well,
this,
listen, Heidi. At that very moment, I am, separating after 15-year relationship. I have both the kids now, right? It was before I knew about my court case. I just lost my mom, and now I think that it's a bright idea to insert myself into Jen and Clint's relationship, the most dysfunctional one. Hey, y'all, I want to be your friend. Clint, you okay? Which did start as a troll. The problem was I didn't when anything that was going on. I was just going with the flow. I never once, never stopped and said like, "Hold on, what the fuck are you doing? Think this through." Never, because I was constantly being pulled in directions over being Clint's friend. It was very, very strange. And like I was trying to say earlier, I do have some messages, and it's really obvious, at least now when I look, how they were treating me. So I have a chat that.
so basically, okay, hold on, KK. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. So
Mm, mm,
basically, this turned into a conspiracy. Okay,
no, what
well,
with Clint?
yes.
It turned into an obsession for Nikki, and she needed the fuel to fuel her obsession, which was Eileen. Okay, right? Because
Okay.
they, the more that I like retracted myself, okay, because I just had things going on, and I didn't really think of that either until I was thinking about doing a live. Like, they're all single women, and if they have kids, the kids are grown, and here I am with the complete opposite. Um, Obviously, they were never my real friends. Obviously, everything they did to me, but like,
But if
they
you don't
actually
love
showed that they.
me, if you
Well,
don't
no,
love,
they showed then,
okay,
Heidi, that they weren't my friends because they were literally um, damn near demanding when I needed to go and I needed to drop a video. Are you going to show that one? And well, listen, if you're not gonna share it on YouTube, then at least play it for us. And it was a lot. and it made me uncomfortable. And then one day, like, I'm sure it happened very slowly over time, but one day I realized they're barely writing in this fucking chat. What the fuck is going on? Because when I say
Okay.
that Nikki was upset, she was obsessed with Jules and Jen. And that's when
Okay.
they started KK the Cunt group chat.
Oh my God. So are you going to do a part two with a Word document? And so you can put all of this down so all your thoughts can be in order? Because here's the thing. When you were speaking last night, and I had left for a minute because you were delayed, I came in and then you changed the time. I came back and you had already started. So, but the way that you were jumping, it was like confusion because I was confused on what group chat was being
Mm-hmm.
who did what, and you kept throwing all these names out, which makes it sound like everybody was in this conspiracy to do this and do
Mm-hmm.
that. But when you have women
Well, now
and
that you say that, I definitely do want to make sure that that was definitely one of the main things that the main reasons I wanted to go and say what happened behind the scenes is because I wanted to bring clarification to specific things, specifically more so like the people that didn't have nothing to do with it, or the people that had to deal with these women because it. I don't even think that's a conspiracy. I don't even know what to say. That's like
well, that's what it
cult
is
like.
now because I was like, wait a minute, all of these women. So here's the thing. So if you're gonna do a part two, put your notes together. Make sure that you're wait a
All right,
minute.
Heidi.
Savage said
If
right
I do
now.
a part two, I'm gonna. How about this? I will send you my notes if you don't mind. So you look over them and you let me know if they make sense to you, and then I can present it.
Oh God, now you're gonna throw me in it.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, listen. If not, somebody in the chat can volunteer because
okay.
it's a
Yeah,
lot. It's a lot.
yeah.
And listen, while I thought I moved on, Heidi, I didn't move on.
So why
I am
now? So Savage is
raging
asking
internally.
you. Yeah, so
Mhm,
Savage is asking you why now? What happened? Because you did this a year ago, as you pointed out,
mhm,
but you didn't put
mhm,
everything out. And I remember
mhm,
when you did it a year ago, you were saying
mhm.
that that you weren't going to discuss these other ladies because they had nothing to do with it. So what happened now that you're
That's
coming?
because I was protecting them still, obviously. And um, why now? Well, because I didn't know that Penelope had a channel, and I still don't know like what's going on with her in the community or anything. But I'm gonna assume that that's the has something to do with why I've been brought up. So maybe within the last 2 weeks, something like about 2 weeks ago, I received a couple clips of Jules on Rumble talking. I think Jen was in the chat. She was talking to her. It was like 5 minutes worth of clips. It was everything about the Pizzagate, and Jules said like, I would love to hear KK come and just tell what really happened because she took the blame. And as soon as she said that, I did get angry again. Um, Not a single one of them came to me and were like, hey, I know I'm a piece of shit that doxed you. I could have put you and your children in harm. I'm sorry I'm a piece of shit that, stabbed you in your back. I just want to apologize and say thank you that you have more morals than me, that you were willing to, just keep all the blame. They couldn't do that after a year.
So all of
That's
this
why.
came out because people are still talking about it. You took the
Or
blame.
I thought they just started. I don't know if they've been talking about it the whole time,
No, no, I'm
Heidi,
asking.
but
I
yeah.
don't know.
Mhm,
So you
mhm,
decided that okay, since they didn't come forward, but I thought when you did this a year ago that you named
mhm.
everyone that was involved with Pizzagate.
Honestly, I don't remember exactly who I named and did it, and I thought even to go back and if not, I might even recap that
Yeah, I think
live.
you might want to go back and listen to the live you
I
did a year
definitely
ago.
want to listen to it because following that live, okay, is when we had a group call. I
Okay.
don't know who asked for the group call, but the group call was Christine Eileen, Nikki, myself, Penelope, and I want to say Sally Mae, because I remember it was somebody that was like, why are you even here? But that's fine. A sixth person. So that's when I learned for the first time what.
That's me, man. That's crackling. Yes. So it's KJ. I mean, it's not KJ. It's KK. Her mic is cracking.
It is. Hold on. Let me go out and come right back in. Hold on.
Okay. So anyway, KJ, hi Sarah KJ. KK did a live last night. Basically speaking about what happened with Pizzagate and the people that never came forward, what was going on in different group chats that she was in, and how she was being blamed for a lot of things that had, she took the blame for it. But the names that she was throwing out had me so confused because I was like, wait a minute. So when she named Sassy Susie, Margene, Jennifer Jean, and all of these people, I was like, wait a minute, what? I was so confused on who was what and what was going on. This is rehashing the past, Christine. I mean, Denver, rehashing the past, which it happened last night on KK's live, and I was kind of confused. So I wanted a little clarification from her. But anyway, I was talking about that Ray J fight, and there are pictures out there with them confronting him and everything else. So I'm going to show you guys this video really quick. Okay, she's backstage. Hold on. Let me bring her up. All right, ma'am.
All right. So yeah, I don't want to, take all your time up. So I will definitely, because
Yeah,
I did
some clarification because
write a lot of notes.
Okay.
I just, once I started the live, it was a lot. I am not somebody that has to I really had to compose myself several times. Okay. I'm not a violent person. If Nikki was in front of me, okay, I would definitely be catching a charge. All right. Okay. And
okay, but don't pay attention to the chat. Just
no, I didn't. I mean, the best I could. I would just check the chat occasionally because I wanted to make sure that I was answering the things. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make with the different groups and I guess some type of maybe a timeline or something.
Okay.
Listen, listen, I got my medical marijuana card 3 or 4 months ago, and my edibles, they're amazing. Now, when you pair that with that situation that happened a little bit over a year ago now, my memory, my brain has purposely blocked out things. That's what happens when you go through specific situations. I've never been wrong like that in my life the way they did me. That's another reason why I definitely couldn't gather myself. I would have loved for one of them to come up because they had that opportunity, and we'll have it the next time I go live. Anything that they want to clarify or say that I'm wrong about, they're more than welcome to. If they want to address me, I would love to know why not a single one of them called me a cunt to my face. Why only behind my back?
Okay.
So,
well, just
but thank you for watching my live, and
I watched it.
Yeah, thank you for being helpful. And
okay,
what's today? Today's Wednesday. Okay, so if not tonight, because I don't think I'm gonna go live tonight.
Wednesday. Okay.
And tomorrow is Halloween, so I'm gonna be trick or treating with my baby. So Friday, I'm gonna say either Friday or Saturday, and I will schedule it, in advance as much as I can. But definitely won't be till Friday or Saturday.
Okay, we got you.
All
right, sweetie. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate
Thanks.
it. Okay.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so Thank you, KK. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So KK is going to give some clarification to some things. But I have the video. Let me share this with you. This is the Ray J and the Diddy boys. Look, the Diddy boys altercation. Let me say fair use. And I don't want to put this up here, but I'm going to put a faint one there. Okay, here we go. And then we're going to get on to fear thy neighbors.
Right here. Yeah. But I'm like, you got another
Look the abuser. Look at him.
You want to set up another section? I know.
They're playing music. So they're all at this Halloween party. And I guess when they get outside is when all the chaos erupts, because they tried to jump Ray J for what he was saying about their daddy. And, you know, he can say what he wants to say. But there's Wheezy, a Breezy, whatever his name is, the abuser. There you go, the abuser. There you go. Look at him cheesing. Who am I going to fuck up tonight? Who am I going to fuck up tonight? That's basically what he's saying. Anyway, I'm sorry. This is good morning, Vault, Chantel. Guys, if I missed you, I'm sorry. I was listening to KK. I was wondering why all of a sudden I want to call her KJ. I was listening to KK talking and trying to, you know, wrap my head around the thing she was saying. But what is it? About a few months ago, I was added to a group chat. I politely went in and I said, thank you, but I don't want to be in any group chats. I just don't. The only chat that hi, Daddy's disappointment. I saw that. And if I could play that, I really, really would. You're fine, KK. Thank you for coming up. I really would play it. Guys, let me get the link. And Marco is the ugliest man in this damn world. But let me see. I don't want to hold on. I don't want to play it because I don't care if I get hit because I've never had a strike. But then again, is it worth it? I'm going to give you guys the link. This was 26 minutes. And this is Orlando Brown, Ray J, and Funny Marco. And it's on Open Thoughts. And I have Hazel E's thing with TMZ as well. I'm going to drop you guys the link. If you want to go watch it, please go watch it. It was really, really, really good. But they don't like what he's saying. So, okay, let's get back to Fear Thy Neighbor. So, you know, I watch Fear Thy Neighbor on ID Discovery. And, you know, you see some of this shit on TV and you're going, what the hell is wrong with these people? You got my blood pressure up this AM. I'm sorry, Feel the Love. I am so sorry. Please don't get upset. This shit is crazy. That's part one. Okay. Are they going to do a part two? Because I know he was even talking to Ms. Netta and Charles at one point. Okay, part two will be later. Will be out later this week. You guys really need to check that out. It's really, really good. I dropped the link in here also for Hazel E's interview on TMZ. And matter of fact, I can play it. Hold on. I can play it. And so you guys can hear it. Hold on, let me just play Hazel E.
Trying to exit the building, actually. I honestly just saw like Christian, Justin, Quincy kind of start circling Ray a little bit. Words were exchanged. Things started getting heated as we went into the parking garage. You know, I feel like chests were being bumped. Ray had a backpack. And from the last situation we were outside with the zoo stuff, He went around and tried to go grab his backpack, and he had this satchel on. So I'm like, does he have a blower in there? Like, I don't want it to really like get to this level. So out of nowhere, Chris Brown hops out the car like a freaking leprechaun out of the magically delicious sky, and like
magically delicious
he started breaking it up. I try to talk to Quincy, Christian, get their stance on it, and let them know that this wasn't the time and the place. I understand emotions are high. Yeah. I understand what they're going through, but for the betterment, everybody get in a better space. I pray that all parties can resolve things equally. You know. And,
so from what you see, did things ever exactly get physical, or was it just words exchanged? Was there any, fist thrown or?
It definitely was like a chest bump, push back, pull up the pants.
So you have 3-on-1.
The way Chris came out and just like I mean, I swear he took Justin and Christian at the same time and just got both of them. I grabbed Quincy. The other security start, his manager David, their security, they grabbed Ray. So it was like before actually like things all the way into, we had a couple angels by our side.
So do you think that had Chris Brown not been there, that the situation could have gotten, worse or gone? You were worried about, shots being fired.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like if Chris wasn't like the bigger voice of reason in that moment, I don't think anything that any of us were saying would have toned the situation down. So honestly, Chris really did help the situation. I don't know when Chris became the big homie. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Chris became the big homie. He's grabbing little boys. Well, anyway, Chris Brown, he needs to go to jail too. All of them need to go to jail. Ray J, he's got some freaky stuff too. He likes to beat on his wife. I don't know if him and Princess are still married or whatever. Who cares? These people just need to get off and handle their business. So let's look at Fear Thy Neighbor. Okay, this shit is crazy. Let me show you this real quick. He was right. Wait a minute before I do that. He was right there, Daddy. He abused a woman on a yacht that P. Diddy threw a party on. If you guys did not watch A History of Violence, Chris Brown, on ID Discovery, and look at the interview they did with this woman, and to see how after he ordered her, he kept calling her just to make sure, and then once he figured the coast was clear, he ghosted her. He gave her a drink, then he gave her another drink, and she said she went and laid down. She couldn't lift her body up, and he sexually assaulted her. She said that, after that, he gave her his number, so they can keep in contact because she was a dancer and he was going to help her with her career, all this shit. Then they kept talking. He would FaceTime her. She had the messages, everything. Then once he figured, after a couple of months, he ghosted her. That's what he did. So he was there too when all of this shit was going on. He was right there. So, okay, here we go. They're all in cahoots together. They all need to go to jail. They're complicit.
Reported earlier this month the shooting happened in the 2000 block of Waverly Place. Well, tonight the victim is sharing the terrifying moments that led up to that incident. Let's go to Fox 13's Sierra Jordan. She has their story you'll see only on Fox 13.
And bullet holes are what's left of a shooting between two neighbors. Now you can still see the glass scattered all over the porch and the bullet holes on the door. Now the man who lives here told me the argument.
They're investigating for drugs. There's big drugs running through that Brooklyn Detention Center. So it's a multi-agency task force that's doing this.
That they had should have not escalated to gunfire.
Continuously firing in my house. Bullets just was flying over my head.
It was a normal Monday morning for Travis Coleman as he read a newspaper on his front porch on Waverly Place, October 7th. Then he heard his neighbors yelling across the street.
But as I continued to look across the street, I seen that he was pointing a gun at me.
Coleman says an argument started with his neighbors, Prentice Johnson, Martavius Johnson, and Micaiah Borders.
This is video.
Coleman says he called the police for help.
Shouldn't you be getting your kids ready for school? It's 7 in the morning.
Police say during the argument, Prentice Johnson's girlfriend, Shaquita Brock, got a gun from her car and pointed it toward Coleman's house. Coleman says he shot her as he feared for his life.
I really was minding my business, but however, when they brought it to my yard, like I said, they put me in a position where I was forced to defend myself.
Moments later, police say the Johnsons and Borders fired several shots towards Coleman's house. Coleman's family and friends were in.
This is where I got confused at. They were arguing. According to him, he was inside of his house. So who were they arguing with? Were they trying to start an argument with him? And he was ignoring them? The girlfriend goes pull a gun. She gets shot. This shit is crazy.
Side. His neighbors are now facing several charges, including aggravated assault.
But at the end of the day, man, them folks tried to kill me.
I love
it. At the end of the day, them folks tried to kill me.
Coleman told me he plans on moving to another neighborhood to avoid another dispute. All suspects are scheduled to be in court Monday morning.
My boy said at the end of the night, these folks try to kill me. These folks try to kill me. But wait a minute. This is
first, so off the top, we are following this.
This man was out cutting his tree stump, cutting trees. I saw the pictures of him in a hospital. He was shot in the neck. Was it the neck? Yeah, I think it was the neck. Hold on. Here we go.
Developing story from overnight, an hours-long standoff in Minneapolis. Police trying to arrest a man who was inside, accused of shooting his neighbor over cutting a tree.
So let me tell you how this happened. The man was charged with the shooting. He was never arrested at first. Then all of these complaints, all of this stuff was going on. The police goes out to try to arrest him. He barricaded himself in the home, but they didn't arrest him the day of the shooting. Nothing. That's the issue.
So we wanted to bring in our Courtney Godfrey this afternoon. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah, my first time on Good Day.
I know. So Courtney works so you have a lot going on in your life, but you're working the schedule where you're working with us kind of freelance, amazing things away from TV.
So we had a busy overnight. Yeah. So here I am coming in to help out today. We had a shooting last week, and I know that you guys covered it, but on Wednesday, this individual, Davis Muturi, was shot in outside of his Lindale home, as you said, as he was trying to cut down a tree. He was hit in the neck. After that shooting, there were no arrests, despite Muturi saying, this is the guy who shot me. His neighbor, his name is John Sawchek. And a lot of council members, a lot of public officials were speaking out saying, what's going on? Why have there been no arrests? A lot of criticism from city council. Last night, MPD finally did go to Sawchek's house. He barricaded himself in. So they had the SWAT team out there. They tried to get him to come out. They were on the loudspeakers trying to negotiate with him. Finally, at about 1 a.m., after hours long standoff, they did breach the home. They went inside. They said that he willingly came out and he was arrested. So he is now sitting in the Hennepin County Jail on multiple charges, including attempted murder. And we also heard from the police chief.
What is Chief O'Hara saying about all of this? Because it sounds like they maybe didn't respond as quickly.
Well, and Chief O'Hara, when this first happened, was critical of the victim, saying that Muturi instigated it a little bit. He's changed his tune a little bit, and overnight, early this morning, he came out and actually apologized. Let's take a listen.
While there were dozens of attempts, literally dozens of attempts prior to the shooting to make contact with this individual and to take him into custody, the police were unable to make contact with this individual since April, since it was confirmed that there were warrants for his arrest. And that included doing surveillance early in the morning during the one time that we had reason to believe he might be leaving the residence. And so there was extensive work by our officers.
Let me get this right. I had to stop this for a minute. Let me get this right. The man shot his neighbor in the neck. You don't arrest him. You know that he has a lot of warrants, but you were doing surveillance, but you kicked down Breonna Taylor's door on a suspicion that they were selling drugs out the house, killed the woman, and now the judge says it's her boyfriend's fault that she died because he was defending the home, not knowing who was kicking in their door. Got you. So you didn't go and kick in his door when you knew he shot his neighbor in the neck. And this is attempted murder, but you go kick in somebody else's door with a no-knock warrant. But not you. But yeah, that makes sense to me. So let's justify this.
To try and make contact, to try and bring this person into custody, and we were unsuccessful. And so in that sense, yes, we failed this victim. He should not have been shot.
Really?
And we did reach out to the victim for response to that apology. We haven't heard back yet.
Okay. All right. And so this is the story you're working on for today.
And the city council, like I mentioned, has been very critical. So I just want to share this statement really quick
I'm
from
to find that video real quick because I thought they were going to show it, but it took them a week to arrest this guy. There was a video of the guy outside cutting his. Hold on a second. There's a video. Shit, hold on. I got to get me a bigger keyboard. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me show you this. Okay, here it is. Let me stop it. Let me stop it. Okay, let me share the screen. The guy is outside cutting down his trees. Come on. What the fuck? Let me turn this off. Okay, here we go. Got it? Make this bigger.
Images from Minneapolis tonight. Authorities say a man who was cutting down a tree was shot in the neck by his own neighbor. Authorities say the victim had called police 19 times about his neighbor's threats. Here's Alex Perez.
Tonight, a suspect now in custody after this disturbing video. Police say it shows Minneapolis homeowner Davis Maturi trimming a tree outside his house when suddenly he's shot from above and collapses. That gunfire allegedly coming from the next-door neighbor, John Sawchek, who authorities say had been harassing Maturi for over a year. Maturi speaking from his hospital bed.
It was a very traumatic moment. Not only shot, but like shot in your neck. And these people are fighting to save your life.
Sawchuk facing attempted murder and assault charges that court documents say were motivated in whole or in part because of Maturi's race.
Thank you.
According to the criminal complaint, the suspect engaged in almost constant harassment of the victim and his wife since they purchased their home in September 2023. The couple calling police 19 times.
It ruined so many nights, so many days and evenings.
That tree near the property line. In the past, the suspect allegedly telling the victim, "Touch my tree again and I'll kill you." Minneapolis police facing criticism for not arresting Sawchuk sooner, and this controversial comment.
The situation escalated in part by actions that were precipitated by the victim.
But the chief later...
Did you hear this, right? Now he walked it back in this other interview. 19 times. They called the police 19 times. That's harassment. This is fear thy neighbor. You have that much hatred in your heart because this black man is married to this white girl and you don't want him living next door to you. This shit is sick.
Saying they failed the victim after dozens of unsuccessful attempts to arrest Sawchuk.
We failed this victim. He should not have been shot.
But you just said in the interview that same day that it was precipitated by the victim. By the victim. I couldn't even get it out. Shit. Sorry.
And David, authorities say the suspect suffers from mental illness and owns several firearms. He's due in court tomorrow.
Okay. So now we see what his original statement was. Because he said the tree was his tree. I'm sitting there going, are we fucking kidding? Now, Leilani, oh Lord, this shit is just sad. Hold on. Let me just get you this one. And then that's ridiculous, Vault. You're calling 19 times for harassment by your neighbor. And they said on the interview a week later that this man had all kind of outstanding warrants. So that tells me that with the calls that were coming in, you never bothered to check. You never bothered to check to see what was going on. You never ran him through your system, but you're going to go kick in somebody else's door over a suspicion of drug dealing with a no-knock warrant. But you know this man shot somebody in the neck outside cutting down the tree, and you don't arrest him, but you made attempts to contact him. You did surveillance to try to get him when he was leaving the home. Get the out of here with that. You should have arrested him that day, not a week later, because everybody is in an uproar because nothing was done. I don't want to hear that shit. It's bull. So this is the verdict for Leilani Simmons, you know, who killed her son.
Lonnie Simon remains trending in true crime this morning, 2 years after the body of her 20-month-old son, Quentin, was found in a nearby landfill. A jury convicted Simon of all 19 charges brought against her in connection to the child's death.
Now, here's what's surprising. Her lawyer said they were shocked. She was convicted. Her lawyer says they're shocked that she was convicted. What? Are we kidding? You were shocked because she was convicted. Okay.
Let's take a quick look back at the moment where the verdict was read.
As to the verdict, it reads as follows. We, the jury, find as follows: malice murder. We find the defendant guilty. Count 2, felony murder. We find the defendant guilty. And count 19, making a false statement. We find the defendant guilty.
No, look at her.
Joining us now is a plea.
Nothing. Her baby found in a landfill. Nothing. No reaction, no crying, no nothing. It's like, oh, well. Oh, well. So that's why I named my thing this morning, Fear Thy Neighbor. Let me tell you, I did not look at Kamala Harris' closing or wrap-up speech last night. I didn't. Haven't reviewed that yet. Haven't talked about it. Not talked about it. I haven't looked at it to even discuss it, to be honest. I don't even know if I want to listen to any more of this BS. I really don't. Wait a minute. Your cousin's trial started in Canada? Ooh. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Macy. I love that picture. I saw you come in and KK was speaking and I didn't want to interrupt her. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. I thought she was going to be like Casey Anthony and thought she was going to get off. Not this time, honey. Not this time. I don't think there's going to be another Casey Anthony. I really don't. But I was watching all of this shit unfold, and these people are actually sick. They're sick in the head. And if you guys haven't saw the stuff on the 10-year-old boy that's now accusing Diddy, well, the lawsuit dropped, and then Shanquella. And I wanted to discuss Shanquella. I don't know if you guys remember Shanquella Robinson, who went on a trip with 6 of her friends to Cabo San Lucas, and she winded up dead. If a woman cries, she's been crying because she was found. Thank you. Thank you. I understand the guy that she's with, he left his wife. Well, of course he left his wife, but the wife doesn't want her around their child. I understand that clearly. Yeah, she's another one that I don't care to see what's going on. She's another Gypsy Rose to me. I really don't care what's going on with her at all. I do believe that she knew what happened to her daughter and all of this shit she was doing. Now, the evidence wasn't there to convict her. I understand that, but it's like she's just going off living her best life. Jose Baez was, yes. So he is hot, but here's the thing. Jose Baez was this unknown attorney. This unknown attorney. He took that Casey Anthony trial to a whole different level. The thing is, if you're guilty, come see me. I'm going to get you off. When he got Aaron Hernandez acquitted of that other murder case, he was working on, well, they had already got the appeal in for the other case. Do I think he would have beat that one too? Yeah. Yeah. He would have muddied the water so goddamn bad, it wouldn't have been funny. The waters would have been muddied. So let's listen to Shanquella Robinson. Her family has now filed a lawsuit against the 6. There's a warrant out in Cabo San Lucas for one of the girls that was there. But still, the U.S. justice system hasn't done anything. And the bad part was when this young woman was found deceased, everybody was talking about she was a man. She was trying. What did that matter? She was killed. Yes, he was. Like Judge Mathis got his GED and went on rolling. Here we go.
For a grieving family. So today marks 2 years since Charlotte native Shanquella Robinson died while on a trip in Mexico. And now her family is suing the people who were on the trip and the State Department and the FBI. So thanks for joining us for your news at 5. I'm Alicia Barnes.
And I'm Morgan Francis. Shanquella's family held a news conference today to announce the wrongful death suit.
That's all Jose.
I'm fed up with this stuff. I need justice for my child.
It's been 2 years to the day that 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson lost her life while on a trip with others in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, just a day after she arrived to the villa. In a new wrongful death suit, her mother alleges 6 others on the trip, called the Cabo 6, lied about her death and tried to cover up what really happened.
I don't want to be here. I didn't want to be here. If it was up to me, we would have had a thorough investigation and had answers for this family 2 years ago.
The Cabo 6 have maintained Shanquella hurt herself after getting drunk. But days after they all returned home without her, this video surfaced showing Shanquella naked being violently assaulted by another woman inside the villa where the group was staying.
Quella, can you at least fight back?
No. Others watched the fight, encouraging Quella to fight back. She says no before she's thrown to the ground and punched and kicked in the head and the back of the neck. She died the next day, and her autopsy conducted by Mexican authorities revealed she died from a severe spinal cord injury and neck trauma. However, when her body returned home, a second autopsy by the FBI contradicted that opinion. The family claims the FBI didn't take their case seriously, and a delay between autopsies led to the varying results.
The federal authorities have a duty to thoroughly and quickly investigate a claim.
A rep with the FBI tells Queen City News it's their standard practice to decline to comment on pending litigation.
Some of these people should have been already in jail long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago. You got a video. If it had been anybody else, child, they would have been locked locked up.
Mexican authorities issued an arrest warrant for one of the Cabo Six, but to this day, that person has not been extradited. Robinson's attorney says the State Department dropped the ball.
The issue is that process has not even begun, and we're 2 years out from the incident.
Furthermore, the family wants accountability. They claim one of the Cabo Six beat Shanquella, resulting in her death, and alleges the group conspired to cover it all up.
Now, they all left the next day, left her body there, and they flew home. That girl was beaten to death. Yes, Pam.
Shanquella's death has caused a world of hurt for her family and those who knew and loved her. They're hopeful this lawsuit will grease the wheels of justice.
This was a choice. This wasn't a mistake y'all made. It was a choice. And when you make choices in life, there's a consequence behind every choice that you make. And it might take a long time, but God is not going to let you get by.
The lawsuit also alleges the FBI took a few months to close their investigation into this case, but has failed to produce documents requested in a Freedom of Information Act request. The defendants will be served with this lawsuit. They then have 21 days to respond.
So that's what her family did to try to bring justice to their daughter. But this has been ongoing. When I heard the FBI was investigating, I said, good. I said, good. Now we're going to get down to it. And I'm like, no. You didn't hear anything else about it. Nothing else was going on. So it's really, really, really sad. But let me tell you, I went and I was trying to listen, trying to find the channel that I listened to the other day. And they really have some good information on there about Shanquella. I can't remember, but I'll find it. But again, I want you to be very mindful of the people that you surround yourselves with, people that you consider friends. If you say something in a chat or a DM, make sure that if it's ever released, that you're going to stand by what you said. You're going to stand by what you said. But you had these people filming this fight. You see, she got knocked back. She didn't fall and hit her head at no pool. I'm just like, what the hell? How do you get there and say this shit? Now, I was trying to see if there was an update on the young woman in Halifax that was in the oven. Has anybody seen anything on the young woman that was found in the oven in Walmart? Have they released any videos or anything else, surveillance, anything? I haven't seen any updates, since 5 or 6 days ago. 5 or 6. Hi, Jody B. I asked about you yesterday, girl. I know you be traveling a lot. But let me tell you what I started watching. I told you guys yesterday, I started watching. Yes, she died in an oven, a walk-in oven. She was cooked to death. And her mother found her. Her mother found her. I still want to know, how did her mother know that she was there? That's what I want to know. How did the mother know she was there? So, not only was she caged, but she was also tortured. It's just crazy to me how they're still walking the streets. Yep. Okay, good. Because, I've been in and out. I've been sleeping, but I did look to see if there was any other updates on it. But I want to know, how did that young woman get in there? And there's no way, because you turn the oven on from outside. There's Walmart employees reacted not reacted. They showed how the oven works at other stores. There's a release button inside. They work at the same Walmart, and she couldn't reach her daughter. Yeah, she couldn't reach her daughter by phone, but if the daughter had the phone in there with her, there was liquid. Oh, there was liquid coming out the oven. That's how, okay. And the Walmart reopened. Maybe that's the channel, but no, it's not that one. But there is nothing else. Nothing. It's like what? Woman cooked in the oven. Never heard of it. Nobody is saying anything about this. No one. And that to me is strange. No one is even talking about this. Jody, how are your mom and dad doing? Now, I wanted to talk to you, but this guy, Robert Robertson in Texas, he was slated to be executed because they said that the baby died of shaken baby syndrome. But then when it went back and looked, it said that the baby had contusions and a brain fracture. I was like, wait a minute. Somebody turned the oven on. Someone turned it on. I don't know who. I don't know who. But this shit is really, really, this is really, really sad. Anyway, I'm going to go. I got to get out of here. KK, I want to thank you for coming up. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow, Bambi is doing, Bambi is doing a Halloween show in the morning. And Bambi, I saw someone said about your treats. Yes, when you drop these little videos about your little, who's eating all this shit that you're making? Who's eating all of this stuff that you're making? That's what I want to know. You can only lock it from the outside. And the oven doesn't turn on if the door isn't locked. Yeah, I don't know who else is going live today. I need to talk to Debbie. So we probably won't go live until tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment today. So I'm feeling honestly better. I don't have any more Flexerol. I don't want to take any more of that because it only does is make me sleepy. I only took one pain pill, and that was right before I went to sleep last night. Well, which is probably what made me pass out. But I don't want to take any more medicines because I can't function. I'm serious. It clouds me, and I can't concentrate on what I'm doing. And it's like my thought process is not working too well because I keep second guessing what I'm doing. Oh, okay. You give it to your neighbors. Okay. All right. So, but you be making all kinds of good stuff. You really, really do. I'm sorry. Have a great day. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I wanted to discuss? There was a death penalty. There was one guy just convicted in Las Vegas. And this is the first death penalty conviction in the state. I mean, in Las Vegas. So wait a minute. Heidi, sometimes when I feel better, I'm afraid to talk about it. My aunt used to say, don't speak it. Oh, hi, Party Rock. Yeah, I'm not, I still hurt. Oh, yeah, take a half a pill. I still hurt, but not like I was. I mean, I still have like the shooting pains and stuff, but I think staying off of it for those 48 hours, but 2 days actually helped a lot. And just laying still and propping up, except for going to the restroom. That's the only thing I did. Seriously, that's the only thing I did. Thank you, Rochelle. Please come again. I really, I was happy to see you. I'm going to the Community Pet Day this afternoon. All right, guys, I gotta go. You guys have Mr. Rocks heading to Vegas Sunday. Ooh, oh. Well, can't go to Vegas, can't walk. I'm trying to get ready for my trip in December, so I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. ASAP's HML on IG. I send it out to chatters, everyone. Okay. Oh, you're sub now. Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Bambi. What's her name? Love Live Strong? Love Live Strong, right? How is she doing? Okay, Savage is going live later. Okay, how is she doing, Bambi? I can drop the link for you real quick and you can come up. Because I really want to know how she's doing. You shouldn't play with somebody's mental, and I don't know what happened, but I just but I saw she always sounded like well, when I heard her, not always. The few times I've heard her on your live, I know she talks really, really fast. And she just sounded like a happy-go-lucky person to me. But then you got to remember, I don't know if you guys remember the song by Smokey Robinson, The Tears of a Clown. You know, they're happy-go-lucky. You need to listen to the words of that song, The Tears of a Clown. You know, he says, you know, there's the tears of a clown when there's no one around. When people are in a group setting or when they're around other people, they always appear to be chipper and happy, but you never know what's going on with them eternally. Savage is being on YouTube. She better be on YouTube. Yeah, mental health is no joke, and that's why I hate when people play with mental health and always screaming, my mental, my mental, my mental. No. Good. Oh, wait a minute. Something had to happen. Hold on. I didn't even know. Girl, I didn't even hear you pop up.
What's
Oh, baby.
up?
Baby, I need some background stuff. I know Cooch says she can help me too, but I need some background stuff for my. I just don't have time to do all this shit, but I will. Okay, what happened with Rochelle, sweetie? Can you speak on it?
With Love Live Strong, she's in the
love you,
hospital.
Rochelle. Love you.
I didn't know she was struggling like she was. I know Deadly was giving her some crap, and the stuff with Jules had her all upset, but I didn't realize it was to that level. I'm not real sure what's going on. I mean, her husband's been kind of keeping us updated, but I reached out this morning. I'm waiting for an update just to see what's going on. I don't know, but she's in my thoughts and prayers. And pink-haired pig, mind your own business. You don't need to talk about anybody's mental health. We don't need your opinion.
Hold on a second. What? Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. So she's speaking on Love Live Strong.
Yeah, on her stream yesterday, she had some words to say about Love Live Strong going to the hospital. It's none of her business, and she needs to keep her big mouth shut. It's none of her business.
Oh,
None.
damn. Congrats, PMR. But so let me, I don't know if you guys remember, but this has been, I don't even want to bring it up. Remember, these are real people.
Yeah.
that have real feelings. I know what he did to my friend. I know she tried to unalive herself. And seeing her back in the community now, I know she's stronger. But still it worries me some because I don't want her to get caught up in a bunch of BS again. But you know, and but people that pretend that they're going to K themselves, or they're writing names on arms and all this bullshit for attention. I don't take those people seriously.
No, I make fun of those people, and I'm offended. I'm deeply offended by that. Deeply offended to no end. Makes me sick. It's like, and people like that, they don't have the first clue about despair, about being to that point in life where you don't want to be here anymore. They don't have the first clue about that, because first off, the people that pretend that they're going to do that, they're selfish. They have no idea what it's like to be that low in life, that's your last act of desperation. They have no idea.
Yeah, but maybe
awful.
I'm gonna tell you, maybe she needs to do what my friend Sherry did: stay away from the internet for a while until she's
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah, YouTube's not a place if you're not mentally strong.
But then,
it's
so
not.
I keep hearing, how people attack, but you got to be mindful of the shit. Hi, Ball Cat. Good morning. You have to be mindful of the stuff that you say in chats, because people already should know. People watch every damn thing you write. They screenshot everything. So then when people come back at you, it's they're attacking. So, you have to remember, if you want people to not do it to you, don't do it to them. But then again, you got some people that just do the shit just to be doing it because they get a fucking kick out of it.
Yep.
They try to find the weakest person and try to go at them.
Yep, that pack mentality. I got to be the alpha. Another good rule is it's good mental health not to watch people that are making fun of you. Like, don't watch a stream where all they're doing is trashing you. That's not good mental health. Watch people that make fun of you. I don't watch people. I don't watch the pink-haired pig. I don't watch any of it. Why would I watch people that make fun of me? That's not good mental health.
Welcome. I'm sorry. Hey, what do you have to say, ma'am?
Well, her husband sent me messages like really late at night.
Okay.
And Edmund said that I just mentioned to him that Edmund was going to go to synagogue for her. And he just said that Love was talking about me when he went to visit, and she's doing better. And she's on the road to come home. But I don't know. I was watching what was going on also with Deadly, like right up into the moment, and it was disgraceful. Absolutely.
Well, I have no idea. I don't watch him. I watched 2 of the little short streams to see if he was going to say anything about but the screenshot that I received, and the only thing I heard him say was people are blaming him for something he didn't do. So that's it. But I don't watch Deadly, so I don't know what goes on in his channel. But I hear, I'm not deaf. I mean, I hear stuff when I go to other chats, what's being said, but I just don't watch him. And I don't know. And that's why when Bambi was telling me that she was done and then she goes back, I'm like, why? And everybody basically has the same story. He's really not like that. He just says things to shock people. But no, you can't do that.
No, it's not to shock people. It was just so much. I don't know. Can you hear me all right? I can't.
I hear you, but yeah. So, but I know I'm sending prayers out to her and her family. The couple of times I've heard her on Bambi's panel, she always sound, her voice is really light and airy, and she talks really, really fast, and she reminds me of one of my cousins with the way she speaks. So, and I was like, I found her to be quite lively, and to hear
Yes.
that she's struggling, and she had to, hi, just Jen, hi, my sweetie, to find that she has been struggling, but yet, she's on panel and she's saying all these things. Because I heard a couple of things she said, but if people are going to attack you and you can't deal with it, I wouldn't even engage. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying it's all about the internet. I'm not saying it's all about the internet. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But
was it the text messages that she was getting from Deadly, Rochelle? Do you know if it had to do with the text messages? Because it wasn't just online. Some stuff was going on offline.
Combination of both. Okay. Also, it was, how like Deadly was basically his life was crashing. His lies were coming to fruition. He would say, "Oh no, I didn't say that," but it was basically she wasn't making it up. She was doing she was basically just reiterating what we all saw, which was text messages that were just being cycled about the internet, and we were just seeing what was said by himself to someone else that I had no idea. And she was basically saying, we had read it. She hadn't made it up. It was just there. And his own girlfriend was like, I can't do this, and everyone else was shocked. And all she did was say what we were thinking.
Yeah. But when someone is backed in a corner, they're going to come out and they're going to attack, and they're not going to care what they say. Now, I didn't realize she was a fragile person. I didn't realize that. And when I heard about it, I was like, oh my God, I thought she was in a hospital. But then when I heard Bambi speak about it, or when she put it in a chat, I said, oh my God. Oh my God. So again, be careful on who you associate yourselves with. Be careful when you're putting yourself in these positions. If you know the person does it to other people, why wouldn't they do it to you? Why wouldn't they?
I think we just
I always
realize
hope for
she
the
was
better.
struggling.
I always hope that they're gonna not be that person, that they're gonna change,
But
that they're
Bambi,
not. That's what I always hope for. And it
Bambi,
never
you
works
get hit
out.
here isn't better. You go off the deep end too, Bambi.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know. I'm not innocent either. Believe me.
So I'm just saying, if you want
I'm
better,
working on it though.
well, that's good.
No, I mean, I really am. I'm making a conscious effort to be more conscious about what I say, how I come off. I really am. I've taken a lot of what you said to heart, and a few others, and I've really been working really hard on not falling into the trap, that others like to set. I'm working real hard on that.
Yeah,
I'm working on the ignore thing, just ignoring everybody, doing my thing, and just ignore.
But here's the thing, silence speaks volumes, and people hate to be ignored. Okay,
Yeah,
they hate to
that's
be
what I was saying.
They really do. But if you don't engage, they have nothing to come back with.
Can't argue with somebody who doesn't argue back.
Thank you, and I keep saying that to you. But just be.
It's sunk in. I swear, it's sunk in, Heidi. I swear, I do listen.
Of what you're doing, because anything you give, it's going to become content, and it's going to be all over the internet. Jen, I am so happy to see you. I am just Jen. She is. I really like her. How is the baby, sweetie? She is a really, really nice person, and I met her over in Bomb's chat. And well, no, I didn't meet her over in Bomb's chat. I met her. I reached out to her on IG after Yahoo Boy sent me some clips of her ex, and I reached out to her then. Yeah, you see what Party Rock says?
Nice to meet you.
Silence has brought me peace with a few people. Just
You know what? She actually did do the silence is golden. She did ask for advice, and it was just sort of say nothing. And she actually did do that. I think what's going on is her husband did say that there were other factors going on in her life.
Yeah.
And that combined, which was extremely stressful. And then this nonsense going on here, I think just was the cherry on the cake of her day.
Okay, I got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So it's a combination of real life and internet BS that got her to a breaking point. Oh, she dropped. So, guys, have a great day. Bambi, your live is tomorrow morning. What time? You said 6 a.m., right? Bambi?
Yeah.
Okay, you're breaking up. So your live is tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. your time? Hold on. Okay, I can't hear Bambi at all. I was asking Bambi if her live is tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. her time.
It is.
Okay, so guys, Bambi is doing a Halloween spooktacular. Is there any scary stuff you're going to be doing, Bambi? I don't know what she's doing.
I actually got, no, actually, it's not her fault because I actually got booted and I had to reload. Maybe she had the same issue.
Yeah, well, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. But Rochelle, it's nice
Yes.
to find, I mean, it's nice to finally say, well, I did come on panel one time, but I had to clarify something that, and I think it was Love Live Strong that said it. And I just had to clarify something, but I never really had a conversation with you. So welcome to the channel. I appreciate the subscription. I really, really do. And
My pleasure.
you guys,
thanks for having me.
Oh, Bambi, you know it's always a pleasure having you up. I hear you now, but
I'm having issues. I'm having issues with the street. Doesn't like me. It doesn't like me at all.
Okay.
I think it's YouTube actually because YouTube is misbehaving.
So
hey,
Rochelle,
I would love to cook breakfast for all of you. I would love to. I would love to cook breakfast for Heidi's chat. That would be awesome.
Oh, that'll be good.
So
that'd be fabulous.
So Rochelle, are you from Canada?
Yes.
Okay. What, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, are you East Coast Canada?
Actually, I'm Southern. I'm directly in the middle. I'm in Ontario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in Toronto.
Okay, so I've been to Toronto, I've been to Ontario, I've been to Ottawa, I've been to what is it, Prince Edward, Prince George, Montreal. I go for business.
So passionately boring.
Okay, so yes, okay. Well, I think Canada is just clean. Well, okay, Ontario street is clean as hell. It's just when you cross over, I'm like, oh my God, where am I at? But you know, I used to go to Canada a lot when I lived on the East Coast when I was in Maryland, and now I only go if I have to go for work. So, but anyway, welcome.
Well, girl, if you hit Toronto, we'll go for supper. We'll hang out.
So Chantel is in Canada. Okay.
She's now.
Yep.
If memory serves me correctly.
Yep, Chantel. I think Michelle is Canadian. There are a lot of Canadians in the chat. A lot of Canadians. So welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone for the Halloween fun at Bambi's. That should
I'll
be great.
come in because you know me, I'll pop in and I'm popping in and out. But anyway, thank you for coming on panel. I got to get out of here. You guys have a great Wednesday, and I will see you all later on in Savage's chat. Drop Savage's link in the chat, please. Please, 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 please grab Savage's link, drop it in the chat. Bambi, drop your link in the chat so people can come to your Halloween Spooktacular. I like that. Well, I don't know if that's the name of it, but that's what I'm calling it. Halloween Spooktacular. But I need to get up and move around a bit because I'm getting stiff and I'm starting to hurt. But I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. I really do. And Rochelle, just stay there for a second, okay?
Alrighty then.
Okay, I'm going to play us out of here, but just stay there for a second.
Yeah, I know why. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
All right, girl.
See you guys later. Have a great day.